The Works and Transport Ministry is warning public transport drivers against violating the state of emergency guidelines as taxi drivers are loading passengers on full capacity and charging them a fee of $14. The Transport Ministry prohibits this, further urging users of public transport not to board public transport that has reached the passenger capacity allowed for the current lockdown.
Where some people out there through the social media who were informing the public that yes, since that we have entered stage 4, we can now start transporting to full capacity. There is no regulation like that. There is no regulation that is saying that it must be done like that. It does not necessarily mean that when you move to the next stage, everything will be relaxed. It depends on the analysis which is being done. We want to inform the bus drivers, the operators, the commuters, people who are using taxis and buses in the country, that no one is allowed to be transported in a bus that is full to capacity or a taxi that is full to capacity. Definitely, they have a right and they have a say to deny or to refuse to go and occupy a seat in a bus next to another passenger if there is no social distancing, like the way it has been happening.
The Namibia Bus and Taxi Association's national chairperson says the confusion amongst members of the public and public transport drivers was caused by the Transport Ministry, as they have not clearly pronounced themselves on the guidelines to be followed in the public transport industry.
The taxi fares has gone back to the $14 as per stage 3, and they have to also load passengers as per social distancing, which is now 2 passengers at the back and 1 in front, as well as the passengers must now also understand whenever they get into a taxi, they must know that the price is $14 up until today. That's the 15th July 2020. So, and the taxi drivers, they must now carry passengers, 2 at the back, 1 in front, as I said, and they must not load full to the capacity and charge $14. That is what we are saying.
The Transport Ministry added that the restrictions of passengers on public transport is to minimize the transmission of COVID-19.